Hi, I'm Julie Rasmussen. I'm the Express Offers Program Manager.
Hey, and I'm Terri Jeffries, Manager of Express Offers Development. And today, in our endeavor to constantly keep bringing value to our EXP family, we want to talk about agent cooperation. So how do you work with other agents under the Express Offers umbrella? So there's a couple of different key points that we want to convey to you today, and so let's knock the easiest one out first. So
Okay.
Julie,
Yes.
what is the very first thing an Express Offer certified agent needs to do before ever having a conversation about anything?
Or even
Express
a seller or anything else. The first
anything.
you got to do is go into the platform, the Express Offers platform, which is super easy to remember, app.expressoffers.com. You log in with your EXP Passport credentials, and once you're in there, you can see the buy boxes. So you click on buy boxes, you go to your state, and then you filter it by your location. And the whole point of this is to see what buy boxes exist in your area.
That's right. Very good. So check the buy boxes. Number one, that's the very first thing you ever need to do before ever having a conversation about express offers. Second thing is, when you're doing that study, you want to possibly see if any of the iBuyers in your area will look at MLS listed properties, right?
Right, exactly. And the whole
Right.
point of that is because you wouldn't want to look stupid if you do introduce yourself to somebody else and say, "Oh, I can just put your property through our platform," and then there is no buy boxes that would work.
That's right. So let's say that you find a buyer that says, yeah, they want to look at MLS listed properties, right? And you're trolling the MLS, you come across a property, the market time's really extended, the properties look like hell. You're thinking, oh my gosh, and the property fits all of the other criteria. You think, wow, this might be a fantastic submission to this iBuyer. So, okay, so now what? It's listed. I don't represent the seller. Now what? What do you think the first thing that you should do is?
Well, I think at least what I would like to do in this case is I would reach out to the agent at the other firm, right? Because we're talking about a non-EXP listed property, sorry.
Right,
And so I
right.
would reach out to this person and I would just say, and this could be too in any kind of function, but in this case, we'll stick with this case where we found a property that makes sense to go on the Express Offers platform. And I would just talk to them and I would say, hi, I'm Julie Rasmussen. I work at EXP Realty and I noticed you have a property that's been sitting on the market for X amount of days or whatever I noticed about the property, right? And I just wanted to let you know about a special, program that we have at EXP Realty that you may not know about and might be able to help your seller.
Yeah,
And
I might
hopefully
be
they
able
are
to bring
interested.
you Yeah, I might be able to bring you a cash offer
There
where
you
your
go.
seller can pick whatever
Yep.
closing date they want. No
Yep.
hassle, no showing. It's very easy. They buy the property sight unseen. Do you think this is something that your seller might consider?
I think so. It's been on the market for a long
Fantastic.
time. What do we got to do to get this offer?
Fantastic. Well, Julie, let's say you're the listing agent,
Okay.
okay, and I'm the EXP agent. So,
Gotcha.
okay, we've already gone through part of the
Yeah.
dialogue, but I'd say, hey, Julie, can I go ahead and set up a showing for that property and go ahead and take a walk through? I've got this property condition report that I have to fill out for our buyers. And by the way, our Express Offers program links EXP agents with institutional investors across the country. And we've got buyers who buy in all kinds of price ranges with all kinds of different strategies. And I think your listing might fit really well. How about if
Okay.
I set up a showing? I'm going to tour the property. I'm going to fill out a property condition report. And please ask your seller if it's okay if I take a few pictures because I do need to submit pictures. And in 2 business days, I may be able to bring you a cash offer. Is that something that you might be interested in?
Yeah, that sounds great. Is there any way that I could see the property condition report just so I can kind of sell that to the seller and, just tell them kind of what you're going to be doing?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'd be happy to email it to you right now. You can fill it out for me if you'd like, but
Sure.
I still because I have to paint a clear picture for the iBuyer,
Hmm.
I really need to tour the property myself, take some notes, take some pictures, and then my property submission kind of looks like an MLS submission. I'm going to give this iBuyer all of the valid data on your property, and then within 2 business days, usually I'll either get a pass, which means they weren't excited, or I'll have a cash offer for you. How does that
Okay.
sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Fantastic. I'll set the appointment for Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and I'll give you a follow-up call when I'm done. How's that?
That sounds great. I'll let the seller
How
know.
hard was that? That was
It's
super
not hard.
simple, right?
It
Now,
is not hard at all.
Julie,
Yes.
because you're the listing agent,
Okay.
how, as Terry, the EXP agent who's submitting the property to the iBuyers, how am I going to get paid?
You're going to get paid by the co-op offered in the MLS
That's right, because
because
it's
it's
a
already been
listed property,
predetermined. Yeah.
right? It's a listed
Yep.
property. So I know what your brokerage is offering EXP as the co-op. So I'm
Yep.
going to get paid through the co-op. I'm only going to represent the iBuyer. You're still going to represent your seller, and maybe we'll bring that seller a cash offer.
Yep.
Okay, done.
Exactly.
See how easy that is?
And what paperwork, Terry, do we have to do?
None.
That's
None.
the other cool thing.
None. Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up because the co-op's already offered, the compensation's already
Well, I
taken
know I'm
care
going
of.
to get paid.
I know I'm going to get paid, or I
Yep.
know I'm going to get paid from you
Yeah. I'm already going to get paid.
because the seller is represented by an outside firm. We do not have to give our consumer-facing disclosure. That's taken care of. I, as the EXP agent, I only represent the iBuyer. You represent your seller. It's going to come off just like any other real estate transaction would. And as
Yep.
far as Sky Slope goes, if we get an executed contract, I'm just going to load it like a transaction, like any other buyer transaction.
Exactly. Nice.
Super
Sounds
simple.
easy.
That
Yes.
was easy. All right. So let's go to the
The next.
next level.
Yep.
All right. You are the non-EXP agent. I am the
Okay.
EXP agent. And
Perfect.
we are at where are we? We're at a Chamber of Commerce meeting.
Okay.
And you're my bud. We're BFFs.
Yep.
Okay. So we know each other.
Yep.
Hey, Julie, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How about you? How's business?
Oh my God. Through the roof. Hey, you got a few minutes? I got to tell you something that's super exciting.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me
Okay.
about it.
So I know that you work with a lot of rehab properties and you work with investors and all kinds of stuff, right? Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Still doing that. Yep.
Fabulous. Well, eXp Realty just rolled out this new program. It's called Express Offers, where I have the ability to submit properties to a marketplace of buyers and hopefully get 1, 2, 3, 4, as many cash offers as we have iBuyers. And so I wanted to tell you about it because I wanted to let you know that when you come across these properties, before you put it in the MLS, if you've got a seller that needs convenience, so let's say they don't want to show it because of COVID, they don't want to fix it because they're broke, they don't want to clean it because
They're
whatever, they don't want to
lazy.
clean it, right?
They're just lazy.
And they just expect you to wave a magic wand and get it sold for them. Well, guess what? I have your magic wand. I truly do.
Really?
And I'm
What is it?
so excited about it. Okay, so what can happen if you come across a property like that, right? First thing you need to do is call me up.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a quick walk through the property. I'm not going to take your listing. Okay, I'm not going to take your commission. This isn't about me representing the seller. It's about you representing the seller. I'm going to represent the buyer.
Okay.
And so all I need to do is before you put it in the MLS, you let me take a walk through it. You let me fill out my little property condition report. I'm going to take some pictures and I'm going to run back to my office with my hair on fire. And I'm going to submit this property to our marketplace of buyers,
Nice.
right?
How does that work?
Well, I have to give them all of the vital data, bedrooms,
Okay.
bath, basement, square footage, taxes, comps, all of that stuff. And I submit all this information to our platform. Our software matches it with available buyers. And in 2 business days, I'm going to either get a pass from that buyer, either they didn't like it or didn't want to offer, or I'm going to get offers. And sometimes we get multiple offers.
Nice.
So then, because you represent the seller, I'm going to bring those offers to you. You present. If it's attractive to the seller, we put the deal together and your seller gets to pick their closing date. And most of our buyers can close in as quick as 10 days.
Okay. So if I have somebody desperate, I can contact you. We can get an offer and get this done quick.
Well, one of the things that they teach us in the training is that we have this conversation about convenience versus top dollar, right?
Right.
So if you're working with those kinds of sellers and those kinds of properties, a lot of times they're going to need convenience because they, like I said, don't want to
Yeah.
fix it, don't want to show it, don't want to clean it,
About
don't
to go
want
in
to
foreclosure?
oh yeah, about to go into foreclosure. There's a death in the family, God forbid.
Yeah.
Um, a divorce. There's all
Yep.
kinds of reasons that we can help a seller solve their problem of getting rid of this property quickly. Now, look,
Right.
and you might say as an agent, well, aren't they going to have to take a haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're used to pricing properties as is versus as repaired, right?
Yep. Yep.
Isn't there
Totally.
usually a huge difference?
Yes. Huge difference. Yeah.
Right. So, our buyers are going to come in at different price points based on their buying strategy. It's
Right.
not going to be retail, but
Okay.
you know that those kinds of properties aren't going to sell for retail anyway.
Right. They'd have to put in money, or they'd have to have somebody willing to give them money to fix it or whatever.
The
Yeah.
point is I can get a property sold for you in about 2 hours. I mean, 2 hours worth of work,
Yeah.
and you can be moving on to the next transaction. I
So
wanted
how
to,
long would it take though to get a response from this?
well, it usually takes 2 business days.
Okay.
So, I mean, it'll take me a day to come walk the property and take my notes and get it
Yeah.
submitted. And then it'll take 2 business days to see if we get any offers. But
Okay.
Julie, it's like fishing in a barrel,
Yeah.
right? Because I've been trained, I should know just by walking the property what kind of offer we're going to get.
Yeah.
And basically, why I'm so excited to tell you is because I want you to know I can be your resource. Even though we don't work at the same
Okay.
company, let me be your
Cool.
resource. You're going to
Sure.
get a property sold quick. I'm going to get a property sold quick. And you
Yep.
can take your seller and go move them on to their next chapter in
It
life.
almost sounds like you have a checkbook in your back pocket.
Julie, I have a checkbook in my back pocket. Honestly,
That's
I
really awesome
do.
because then it's quick. It's quick
It's
to get
quick,
these, and they're
quick,
ready to buy. They got the money.
quick, painless, convenient, hassle-free. And, I love you. I want us to work together, and I want us to have a great relationship. And so, you're out in the marketplace. I have the buyer. Let's work together. We'll serve up some properties and see where this goes.
Well, this sounds like a really cool program. I mean, we don't really have that here at my brokerage.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you're interested, I would be
Okay.
happy to sit down with you and show you how this program works on my end. I can do
Sure.
that.
All
I
right.
can talk to you about the benefits. I mean, okay, so let's pause here
Yeah.
for a second.
So I'm trying
Okay.
to transition,
I know.
obviously,
No, but
into attraction a little bit.
that's exactly where this goes though. So you're
Right.
absolutely right, but I want to pause with a couple of cliff notes along the
Okay.
way.
Do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Number one, in agent attraction, you never want to vomit information all over
Yes.
an agent. Okay. Don't
Yep.
do
You need to
that.
be a little bit mysterious, a little bit sexy about the way you deliver.
Well, and I'm going to show you how to deliver on that
All right.
part of it in just a
Perfect.
second. But I want to stop here because really, I mean, I say this all day, every day. These words come very easy to me, and I can, I could literally take a nap right now and my mouth would still keep going. But what you need to understand is in your local marketplace, you can be that go-to realtor.
Sure.
Okay. You guys don't have to be in the same brokerage to have all of those relationships that you're building. What you have to be is the source of the source. So
Excellent.
you be the source of that marketplace of buyers for the agents in your marketplace that are dealing with those kinds of properties. And guys, I'm going to tell you, this inventory shortage, as soon as they pull the plug,
Oh yeah.
as soon as they pull the plug on all of the things that have got this pent up, it's going to be like the wild, wild west because
Totally. The evictions, the moratoriums, everything that's going
moratoriums.
on. When
That's
you
right.
can no longer, force people to keep paying. They're not paying their rent, but as an investor, and by the way, that's another point too, is investors, to reach out to investors. If you know of like armchair investors, people who only have one or two properties because they were trying to build up to the 10 so they'd have a retirement and all that, but now they're getting screwed because the people are staying in the house and they're not
Armchair
paying the
investors
rent.
are losing their tail right now
Right.
because
And so you can help them.
you can
You can
help
help
them.
them.
Right.
So that's kind
But
of a point, but sorry to distract from that, but we'll go back to your point.
yeah, so in your marketplace, reach out to the agents you have a relationship with. Tell them about this program. Tell them that you have a resource where you can bring them cash offers. The only catch is a lot of our buyers don't want to see MLS listed properties. So they need to let you know before they put it on the MLS so that you can bring them an offer before it hits the market.
No,
Okay.
that's clever. That's smart because you also need to think too, though, about your MLS rules. You should really know your own local rules
Right.
and be up to speed on that kind of stuff because that should be your level of knowledge before you reach out to the other agents.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So in Illinois, we've got a private listing network where if I reach out to my sphere and tell them, hey, look, if you put it in the PLN, cool, let me know. I'm going to go put it into express offers, see if we can get an offer before it ever hits the retail market. Okay.
Smart.
This doesn't apply to clear cooperation for those of you who are going to go, oh, wait, the code of ethics,
Yeah,
code it, rule 8. No, we've already checked and double checked. It doesn't apply. Our express offers platform is not public facing. It does not apply to rule 8
of NAR.
clear compensation. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there we go.
NAR. Okay. So I've had this conversation with you, Julie. I've
Yep,
told you about this cool tool that we have. I've sparked the light bulb. You think,
yep,
oh my God, cool. I have another resource for potential buyers. We
yep,
hug, kiss, mwah, see ya, love you, bye. Then, okay, so now we've talked about MLS listed properties and how
yep,
that works. We've talked about being the source of the source, reaching out to agents in your backyard, telling them about this program and that you can bring them cash buyers. Okay.
exactly.
Now, to your point, if we want to segue to a little bit of kind of under the wire agent attraction.
Yes, remember, we like to be mysterious and sexy when we do attraction. We don't want to be aggressive and throwing out all these stats and be really annoying.
And the last thing I want to do is puke all over you.
Exactly, and I don't want you to.
Please, yeah, please tell me you don't want me to puke on you.
I do not.
Please, agents, stop selling. Stop
Yeah.
selling. It's not about selling EXP. EXP will sell itself.
Yes.
So I
And
am
it's
the
getting plenty of buzz in the news. The stock is amazing. People are seeing it. Everybody's noticing it. So you don't need to do anything extra.
And most agents have already been reached out to by an unskilled agent attractor who has, visions of sugar plums building this downline, and they've called everybody they know and they've puked all over them.
Or
Okay.
they've written 16,000 LinkedIn articles and everybody understands what they're getting at.
Yeah. Stop it.
Stop.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Be
So
mysterious.
let's role play this a little bit, Julie.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 months later,
Yeah.
okay, you have reached out to me and I've toured a couple properties. We haven't been successful, but we've tried, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe I got an offer and your seller didn't like it.
That's fine. We
Building
tried.
this, we're building this relationship. And so we run into each other again. We're at the next the next chamber meeting. So, hey, Julie, how's it going?
Really good. How about you?
Good. Hey, so man, I'm sorry we couldn't get those deals together through express offers. That was a bummer.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, we at least we tried. We gave the seller another option, which is always the entire point of this, is to make sure that our clients get what they need.
Well, tell me about that. Tell me, was your seller thrilled that they got cash offers even though they didn't like it? I mean, tell me how that went after we spent our
Yeah,
time together.
actually, yeah. So the seller was super happy that I was able to get a cash offer, but of course, in their mind, their house is worth a lot more than it really is. But in that case, I mean, he was really happy to get the offer because it just gave him yet another option should the other ways, the traditional way we were trying, not work out. But it did work out. But had it not worked out, I think that if he would have had to, he would have been thrilled to have that option there.
Do you think it was comforting to him to know that if it didn't work out going down the traditional road, that this offer was still hanging around out there?
Yes, I think he really appreciated having a backup.
Yeah. Yeah. So Julie, tell me how's it going with your brokerage? How do you have any tools like that? I mean, you keep reaching out to me, so I'm assuming that you don't.
No, there's definitely nothing like that. It seems like a really unique program, which I appreciate. I really like the way you explained it to me, the way we've tried it, and it's worked out. I mean, honestly, if I could, I would probably, use a tool like that for prospecting and reaching out to more seller clients because I'm a listing agent and that's what I like to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a rock star listing agent too. Hey, do you know, are there any other agents kind of in your office and in your group that do the same style of business that you do that maybe we could share this with them too?
There's only one other guy that I know of that's kind of interested in this type of investment properties and working with investors and stuff. The rest of them, a lot of people in my office just work on buyers
Is
agent.
And so is that pretty much the focus of your business that you stay focused on working with investors?
Yes, I like it being an investor agent because I myself buy properties once in a while. So I
Hmm.
think, yeah, I prefer to work on listings because I don't know, it's just the way to go. I feel like to be a listing agent.
Fantastic, fantastic. And so with the current brokerage that you're at right now, what do you like about them? Why are you there?
Oh, that's a good question. Why am I here? Because I was actually at a Rotary meeting and a guy said, you'd be amazing in real estate. And I said, well, I just buy investment properties. I don't want to do that. And then he convinced me that I'd be good at it. So I went ahead and took a chance, got my license, and joined the brokerage. But it is kind of expensive. I don't like that. I feel like they charge too much per month, to be in the office. And I don't like
Uh-huh.
being in the office, to be honest. And so there's a lot of things that are starting to turn me off, being in the office, paying too much, and I don't really get a lot of support there. So it's like I feel like I'd
Are you
be
kind of
better off on my
expected to
own.
be? Are you expected to be in the office there?
Yes, actually, they really, even though it's totally dumb, they expect to see you physically in the
Yeah.
office.
What about training? Do they offer you a lot of training? Because I mean, I know some companies
Mm,
are like super good at training, and then some are not so much.
Not so much. I feel like here we're expected to just, be independent and figure things out. We don't have like actual training in the office or anything.
Mhm.
So really we're just expected to come in, sit there at the desk for a set amount of time, reach out to people, and bring in, our own leads. They don't even really provide leads. So
Okay, that's a good point. So do you feel like, I mean, if you had an opportunity to have more training on your time frame, like an on-demand kind of thing, is that something that would appeal to you? Do you think you'd take advantage of
yes,
that?
yes, because I just, I prefer, I'm an independent person who would rather be at home in my own little home office, doing what I want when I want, because I have a lot of things going on in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, literally, guys, I could go on for the next half an hour going down this road because the only thing I am going to do for 30 solid minutes, and I used to actually be so good at this that I would time it. I would not give any information until my 30 minutes was up. And I used to play this kind of mental game with myself. Basically, what I'm going to keep doing is I am going to keep asking Julie questions. I want her to talk. I want her to tell me about her. And I will promise you, by the end of me asking the question, she's going to tell me exactly what I need to know to be able to frame my conversation about EXP to fit her needs. Okay. So, just in this short example, Julie's told me that she would definitely take advantage of an opportunity of more training. Okay. She really hasn't said anything about money. She hasn't said anything about commission splits. She hasn't said anything. She said it's kind of expensive, but she was a little waffly about that. Was that most important? No. She's talking about that. And this is just an example. Okay. So nobody send me ugly grams after. I don't want to hear it. But Julie said, I would take advantage of more training. Well, you know what, Julie? Did you, my company, EXP, we have a university that is online. There are live classes, there are recorded classes, there are on-demand classes. They have this whole system called Mind Flash, where you can jump into a curriculum and kind of do it in bite-sized pieces. And there are so many topics. So EXP Realty takes their leadership, their icon agents, and I can explain to you what that is later, but they take their leaders, their influencers, their top producers, they have them teach classes, there's coaching, there's all kinds of these things. Is that something that would be appealing to you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking for more flexibility, I think. And also
Okay.
obviously gaining more knowledge, getting better and better at what I do.
Yep. You know what? You're a good friend of mine, and I really appreciate the business that you do. And I'd always just like to show you opportunities when they're available. I'm not trying to recruit you. I'm never going to hard sell you. But would you be interested in getting together and just let me show you this? Just let me show you what's available, and a couple other tools, especially the Express Offers program that you and I have been working together. And we can get together for a half an hour. I can show you some of these things and then answer any questions that you might have. It might just be an opportunity waiting for you.
Sure. So you're just gonna like show me the other side of the platform because all I know is that you come take pictures, fill out the property condition report, and I don't really know what you
Yeah.
do on
Yeah.
your
I'll,
side.
I'll, I'll share this really cool tool with you. And, because you're an investor friendly agent, not only would you have the ability to work this on the listing side without me, but you would have the ability to introduce your investor friends to the platform as well. So I can
Really?
show
That's pretty
you,
cool.
yeah, I can show you quite a few advantages of just taking a look at this. That's all I
Okay,
want you to do is just take a look at this. What do you
sure.
think?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Nothing to lose.
Slam dunk. That's it. That's how simple it really is, okay? If you guys want to use express offers as an agent attractor, you have to be very careful that you are not overpromising.
Yes.
Because Julie, don't we
Over.
run into that a ton? Agents
Yes.
are overpromising
Yeah.
this. Oh, we're guaranteed cash offer. No.
No, there's no guarantees at all, but we can, simply put it through the platform and see what we get. That's the whole point. Remember, you're focused on the seller and getting the seller options. The whole program actually is to give you yet another option to give your seller. So that's really what we want you guys to know for the program. But the truth is, you can reach out, like, again, check the buy boxes, always know what you got. And here's another disclaimer. It's really important you guys keep on top of what the buy boxes are, because our iBuyers can change or delete anything. So don't assume they're going to relist with you if they've decided to change their mind and took it off and put no. You should always look at those buy boxes before talking to another agent, before talking to a seller, and always just stay current, because remember, they can change. They can
Right,
change. They're not committed to doing that. The reason why everyone signs with us, huh, Terry, is because we're so flexible.
right. And the whole point of this video for you guys is to understand that, you know, granted, we want you to be able to have transactions with the iBuyers. Okay.
Yep.
That's the first level of attack. But
Yep.
ultimately our end game is for you guys to get the listing. We want
Yep.
you to build strong listings tools, use this as their trusted advisor to present all the options, convenience versus top dollar. And then lastly, and the reason why we're doing this is because, look, guys, this is an amazing conversation to have with other agents in your network, at your board, at your WCR meetings, at your chamber meetings. My God, tell everybody that you know that you've got a cash offer options. You've got a marketplace of buyers. Julie, what did you tell me I had? A checkbook in my back pocket?
A checkbook in your back
And
pocket.
really?
That is what these investors are. They are happy to buy the properties as long as you are transparent and talk about, all the flaws and the problems with these things. You're guaranteed to have a checkbook in your back pocket.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, we hope we've brought you some value today. We hope that you get out into your backyard, start talking to agents about express offers. If you've got questions, please workplace chat Julie and I both, because we tag team all day, every day. Anything else you want to add, Miss Jules?
No, just want to say, the whole point of this is a conversation starter. Keep in mind that Express Offers is the ultimate listing tool, and it's the perfect conversation starter with agents, sellers, anyone. I tell my mom about it, and she's super curious. Anyone.
Go recruit your mom. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Have a good one. Thank
See ya.
you.